Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 74 and we need to go speak with Jaya Hedari about the mess that we made out of her last rescue attempt. Jaya's over here. So we will come talk about that.
Shireen, O glorious son of dozens of worlds and billions of subjects, have you come to converse with Jai Hedari about the sweetness of her soul? Or do you wish to speak to a trade representative of the Imperium? Well, does the guise of one of the most powerful people in the Expanse suit me?
I would like to see the real you as often as possible.
You sure about that, my lord? That can be arranged. Oh my, I beg your forgiveness, Shireen. I'm pretty sure the real me would earn herself a one-way trip to the airlock before the end of her first watch.
About your gang.
You have already opened the wound with a rusty knife, Shireen. There is no need to rub salt into it. I don't have a gang anymore, and I don't think I need it. A single location can be run by a couple of loyal agents paid directly from my own pocket. They need to be smart enough to do the work, but stupid enough not to realize they are being kept on a short leash.
You said you wanted to reflect on what has happened.
Oh yes, Shireen. And here is what I think. Since the day we first met, I have been tossed about like a boat in a storm. Battered, dashed against the rocks, lashed by the waves. And then I was flung onto the shore, and a fabulous gift washed up beside me. A precious pearl of the deep. The Mercatum Tabula Officiale. And it was not fate or the glitter of golden bubbles that steered me on that voyage. Oh no. I realized the power of those who hide in the blinding light of luminaries such as yourself, Shireen. The power that lies in being a shadow that upholds order and light by skirting around antiquated laws. I will become that shadow, Shireen. Perhaps I will even be your shadow. Not another pawn of the Casbalica mission, but a shadow baron of the Expanse in my own right. A power far more imperious and formidable than any penny-pinching steward.
I like her taking a positive spin on losing her gang. A shadow baron. Never hurts to acquire such an ally.
Then it is decided. Starting today, I will sail toward the future I choose. What a thrill it will be to ride the waves wherever they want to take me.
Well, there we go.
I have no doubt you will.
Yes, I'll see you later. With or without your clothes on, we'll see. Okay. We have work to do. Jai took that wonderfully well. It's nice. Now we have work to do. We have lots of stuff. The Lord Inquisitor. Wait for Kalakagzar's summons. Okay. The three sorrowful phalanges. Corruption of the hidden gene stealer cults. Yeah, we have to wait for that. The hunting grounds. Go to the world of Quetzaltimur. This is for Winter Scale. Talk to Yurliet aboard the void ship. Some more talking aboard the void ship. I really should check all my companions in the quest journal before I decide to go out into the larger map. Yurliet is way down here, sulking in the corner of the void ship. Upset that she has to deal with all these monkeys.
The Dark City released us from its thorny embrace. The wounds of the body will heal. But what about the wounds of the soul? Cruderach fell, and its demise shattered the fragile lives of countless children of Assyrian. Scattered across this part of the galaxy, hounded by the monkey, pursued by the Dark Cousins, imprisoned by the servants of She Who Thirsts. Hatred is strangling me like a snake, and fear is coursing through my body like a burning poison. For the path I chose is leading me down the roads of failure. I can neither hold back my grief nor rein in my anger. And yet, I am powerless to stray from my path. Pay no heed to my fleeting wrath, Elentark. When the will slips away, the soul trembles with rampant emotions. But I will resign my heart to meekness, for there is no other way a marked outcast can help their fellow Eldari wandering in the dark.
Cruderak suffered an unenviable fate. I am sorry your world is lost.
I have no need for your sympathy, Elentark. Besides, neither Monkey nor my dark kin found the decaying remnants of Cruderak. Perhaps all is not lost. Perhaps we may yet bring back what has been taken.
So where does the path of the outcast lead you now?
On the trail of a monkey called Caligos Winterscale. Even a worm may harm a wounded tiger by bringing infection into an open wound. And the wounds of my people have been bleeding ever since Cruderak's demise. The spirits of my kin need a poultice, a hope, not the executioner's sword already poised to fall.
Many terrible things happened on Kamora. Are you all right?
I found myself in the Dark City after following the twisted roads of truth and lies. And although the truth blossomed like an ugly bud and scratched my soul with its thorns, I did find the answers to my questions. Those who come back from the dark of the webway will never be the same. But it is we who change while the surrounding world remains imminent. This thought gives me strength.
What will happen to the seer now?
As soon as Eklendil gathers his strength, he will depart the Lilithon through the webway gate. Do not ask where his path takes him. He follows the road of his own destiny. It is as it should be.
Then I will go. Okay. Well, that's done. The Condemned. The High Factotum reports that Solomon has been demoted. Yes, bringing him back into the retinue will require the rogue trader traveling to Vibos. That's where we want to go, actually. I want to go to Vibos, and let's go see if we can make that happen. This ship confounds me. Let's go to Vibos 6 and see about Solomon's dismissal here. Actually, I don't think there's any more hardware for the ship, but let's check. What can I do for you? I want to take a look at the catalog of components. Yeah, I don't have enough reputation for anything else, so that's fine. Let's take a look at the map and make our way. Lord Captain, an urgent message. Our enforcers have arrested a dangerous saboteur who attempted to gain entry on the bridge. This incident may be worthy of your attention. You see, both the saboteur and the circumstances of his capture are rather strange. I think it would be reasonable for Megos Pascal to take a look at him as well. Very well. I will speak to him. What is this all about? A group of servitors whose movements are suspiciously well synchronized stares at the towering prisoner. You do not hear them speak to recognize Nomos, who has seen fit to attend the interrogation. The captured man, if he can be called that, looks positively gigantic next to the enforcers at his side. Deadly-looking metal gleams dimly beneath his faded crimson robes. His hands are folded obediently, and his mechadendrites are perfectly still. I greet the master of this vessel cathedral and offer my humble apologies for this unbidden intrusion. My apologies to you as well, brother. The interloper inclines his head in the direction of the frowning Pascal. Then the prisoner turns slightly and looks straight at Nomos's observing servitors. And of course I must beg forgiveness from you, Great Spirit. It was not my intent to desecrate your temple. I see. I honor the fraternity of the Omnissiah's servants. It pains me to see you trespassing on board like a thief, instead of arriving as a guest. The giant's shoulders shift slightly. For that, I apologize as well. I did not expect to find understanding amid the suffocating ignorance that abounds within the laity, and even many of my brethren. For this reason, I chose to carry out my mission in secret and without seeking your permission. My name, if it matters, is Aselpius, formerly a computator general of the Cognizance Fleet, now a Liber Recluse, with the status of Malatek. Maleteks are exiles whose ideas have not crossed the line of heresy yet, and have come close to it. They are removed from the fleet structure to give them a chance to see the folly of their ways and prevent sedition from spreading. All of that is trivial. My past is nothing but a set of archived data. My lost status is a part replacement string in the long chronicle of the Cognizance Fleet. I come not as the priesthood's messenger, but as a faithful disciple of the most holy Amarnat. My brother once served as the engine seer prime on this ship. Selpius gestures around him reverently. He was an adherent of the school of discontinuing the cycle, as am I. It has spread that far. It's difficult to discern Pascal's emotions from his tone. I know that my brother perished, but before he did, he sent me a message that told of a journey embarked upon by Theodora von Valancius. A journey through a dimensional gate, an artifact more ancient than humanity itself, and towards worlds unknown. The blessed Amarnat was with her. There, upon those dark worlds, he witnessed a great miracle, the birth of a machine spirit of incalculable might. My brother believed that this spirit then fell aslumber within this ship like a child in a cradle, not responding to lowly pleas. That was the purpose of my pilgrimage, to reach the ship where my brother died, the ship upon whose decks the blessed Amarnat had walked, and prostrate myself before the Great Spirit. What do you know about this Great Spirit? It is a great miracle. The Omnissiah's breath meant to help us discontinue the cycle. It was born of the treasure that Amarnat and Theodore discovered upon the dark worlds. Yet even a being so glorious needs attendants and guides, and as long as the Cognizance Fleet is racked by schism, and my brothers and sisters suffer defeats without end, there is no one to aid the spirit, and that is why I came here. Does the name Nomos mean anything to you? Nothing. He has not come to know us yet. He will if you let him, Holt. We know. We sense that his words are about us, that the story he has told is our story. Tell me more about Theodore's journey. My knowledge of it is scarce. My brother suspected that his memory, along with the memory of all who might have known the details, had been purposefully modified. He saw it as a sign that the journey had revealed a great truth, and there were those who did not wish to see that truth brought to light. All that he conveyed to me was that Theodora had reached worlds unlike any the people of the Coronis Expanse had ever seen. There she unearthed a great treasure of technology, one that Amarnat had the privilege of experiencing. I see. Well, I've made my decision about your fate then. Whatever it is, I will accept it. As will I, says Pascal. And yet I plead that my brother be shown leniency. His story initializes thought. We ask you to keep him for us. Nomos's servitors speak up suddenly in the faintest of whispers. Your actions have caused no harm, so I shall not harm you. You are free. You may stay on my ship if you so choose. I could not ask for more. All I wish is to remain in these halls and observe and reverence the Great Spirit's deeds. Let the cycle be discontinued. Nomos' servitors turn their heads to you and nod all at once in what can be interpreted as an expression of gratitude. So, Theodora went to some worlds through a webway gate that no one has ever seen, and she came away with this machine spirit. That's interesting. Where did she go? What was her purpose? What was she really doing? Let's see, where is Vibos? That's Dargonis, and Vibos is way the heck up there. How many jumps do I have to make? 1, 2... I can make 2, this 2, 3. It's the same number of jumps in either direction, I think. Lord Captain, multiple critical systems are failing throughout the vessel. Half the compartments are no longer responding. The ship is falling apart. We request your lordship's presence on the bridge immediately. That doesn't sound good. I don't like the sounds of that. We are ready for orders, Captain. Turmoil reigns on the bridge, with officers running about frantically, tapping the cogitator runes, operators issuing commands into hissing vox casters, and enforcers brandishing and checking their weapons. Only the master helmsman looks curiously unperturbed. Ravor's ever-scowling face clearly cannot hold any more grim dissatisfaction. I'm glad you made it here in one piece, your lordship. The crew is running ship damage control procedures. The situation is being recorded and the ship's log is critical. Mistress Sauerbeck and I are temporarily in charge of the bridge. I'm organizing the technical staff while Jocasta musters the enforcers. The Honorable Vox and Infernus Masters have departed for the affected compartments to take charge of their subordinates, but remain present on the Vox line. What has befallen us? Infernus Master speaking, and there have been several large explosions throughout the ship. A cascading blackout has knocked out lighting, transportation lines, air filtration, and heat control across the entire vessel. Multiple fires detected. All Infernus Guild forces have been deployed for emergency repairs. We will shave the ship, no matter the cost. Right now we are blind, unpowered, defenseless, sinking spittoon drifting through the abyss. The total volume of outages was nearly enough to turn us into an adamantine casket. The crew has suffered heavy casualties due to explosive depressurization, loss of air supply to the compartments, multiple fires, and failures in the transportation systems. The numbers are getting worse by the minute. Was this an accident or a sabotage? While we do not know this for certain, I am convinced that we have been attacked from within. We are now more vulnerable than ever. Her voice is followed by a hiss from the Voxcaster. It might have been a chain reaction caused by an accidental failure. The ship is old. That sort of thing can happen. But I commend Mistress Sauerback's vigilance. It is appropriate at this hour. Where's my retinue? They were in their quarters, or carrying out their duties when the incident occurred. Immediately after the emergency meeting, I will summon those you request to the bridge as escorts. And where's my high-fat totem? At the time of the accident, Danrock was on the freight line inspecting warehouses. He has not been in contact since. We are assuming the worst. Then we must come up with a plan of action. I have already put together a priority order for the repairs of the critical systems, but many bays have descended into bedlam and riots, making the work difficult. People are terrified and think they're about to die. In addition, some decks have become inaccessible. The trapped crew members' time is running out. Sadly, the optimal survival strategy for the vessel does not include the survival of those poor sods. I see. Well, rescue the crew members from the damaged compartments. Either we all survive this or we all perish. A new burst of hisses emanates from the Voxcaster. Jocasta! We are running short on brave men. We would be grateful if your people would lay down their weapons and come to assist the Infernus Guild. The sooner you come, the more lives we can save. The Master-at-Arms glares furiously at the Voxcaster. The enforcers will do their duty. Aid will arrive shortly. Sauerback's personal Vox bursts into life. Her face contorts with rage as she listens to the reports. There's been an incident on the flight deck. A mob of voidsmen and laborers, despicable cowards all, are trying to break through to the shuttles. The enforcers are holding them back for now, but the cordon is in danger of being overrun. Let them go. I will stay here with those who still believe in our success. Sourback grits her teeth and hisses into the box. Let them through. Remove the cordon. Provide enough oxygen, water, and rations for 8 watches. And nothing else for those traitors. Ravor shakes his head, gazing intently at the vid screen and one of the cogitators. The pressure's dropping. The bridge ventilation system is completely busted, Lord Captain. I humbly request that you move to the officer's deck where the emergency headquarters are to be established. The bridge is no longer safe, so I must ask you to hurry while the tech priests are still supplying the elevator with power. My assistants and I will stay here and report on system readings. We have an emergency supply of void suits, so we won't croak what away, Emperor. Willing? That doesn't sound good. Well then, who do we want for our group? This will probably work. Let's take you all. I have no idea what's going to happen here, but let's rock it. All right. Our peoples. What is going on here? Oh no. That doesn't look like how you want an elevator to land. This looks unpleasant. Pascal, tell me what the hell is going on. Where are we? The elevator shaft has expelled you into the dim of the emergency lights. The smell of promethium and burnt flesh only adds to the nausea, confirming that you have suffered a concussion. Your elbow is twisted at an odd angle and your body is racked with pain. But there is a silver lining to all the agony. It means you're not dead yet. Me, silly, exalted one, be praised. A disheveled Jai attempts to dust off her ruined outfit. She clears her throat as she glances at you and puts on an innocent expression. My heart overflows with delight to see that you, too, are in one piece, Shireen. Reset your dislocated elbow. The bone crunches unpleasantly and a sharp pain pierces your arm, but you manage to reset the elbow. It has swollen and still looks worrisome, but at least you can move your arm now. It's a miracle you have survived. Guide rails lie in a twisted pile over a crown of shattered plasteel. The elevator was equipped with safety devices meant to stop the cabin inside the shaft, but at least half of them have failed. Your fall was no accident. Smoke and darkness limit your vision, but judging by the stench of rust and unwashed bodies, you are somewhere on the lower decks. You can hear the crackling of flames, groans, screams, and the rumble of falling beams coming from the distance. The disaster has not spared this compartment. The comm bead emits only unintelligible hissing. Either it was damaged in the fall or the communication lines in the compartment have failed. Well then. We will go find out what's what. What do we have here? We have some goods.
Death has whispered many names, yet when it got to ours, it simply stopped. Not here, not now, not today.
Yes, well, it's gonna try.
To light a candle in that temple of yours. I'll have to ask Death to stammer more often.
The worker before you is the same man you saved from the enforcer earlier. He was badly burnt, but his face is beaming. Blimey, if it isn't you, Lord Captain. I heard the elevator fall, so I came to help in case anyone survived. And lo and behold, it's your lordship. What's happening in this bay? It's a big old accident. Everything's on fire, and the place is packed with corpses. Some burned alive, others choked on smoke. But we'll save our home ship. You just wait and see. I'm following orders to look for anyone badly wounded and provide them with first aid. He hands you a Medicaid kit. Take this. Your lordship's health comes first. I will not forget your help. He stares at you, then at his hand, and then at you again, his eyes filling with tears of joy. Emperor, I keep you. Well, It's gonna keep me alive is what I hope he's gonna do. What are we doing? Where are we going? Somebody wanted us dead? Who would that have
Always keep
been?
your eye on the prize.
Well, what do we have here? We have some peoples. And then we have the Infernus Master. A locomotive enveloped in steam halts at the platform with a low rumble. The hardened emergency workers of the Infernus Guild pour out of the carriages. Upon seeing you, they begin to wave cheerfully and shout. Several enforcers emerge and immediately fall into line, standing shoulder to shoulder like a solid wall of ceramite. Their leader reports, "Captain Hrotko, your lordship. We are here to provide assistance and escort." He turns toward the locomotive. "Hey, Infernus Master, we found him." Heinrich Monteg's face is covered in soot. He smiles broadly, never letting go of his eho stick. "Lord Captain, it is good to see you back in good health. However, battered. The Vox Master reported that the elevator had collapsed, so I jumped on the first train and headed down here to look for you." He holds out a hand as strong as a lifeline. "Let me give you a lift to a safe place." Adira snaps her head up sharply and clutches your shoulder. "Don't go in there. You, too, emergency man. Don't go wherever you are going. That path leads to death." Heinrich gives a sad little chuckle. "It is my job to take the paths where death may be prowling. But not this time. The train is the safest and fastest way out of here. Worry not, Mistress Lass. You and Lord Captain are quite safe with me. I am sure many on this ship would be pleased to be rescued with such daring, but it is only right that the rogue trader should get all the nicest things, is it not? Hrotko, what are you doing on the freight line?" "When the disaster struck, I took the liberty of selecting a few dependable fighters and going to the lower decks to keep order. You cannot prove your valor by staying back and doing nothing. I would rather march straight into the flames." "I am certain someone tried to have me killed." "Then it is fortunate you are traveling in the company of such big, bad Infernus repairmen. How do we feel about people harming the Lord Captain in front of us, lads?" Heinrich smiles brightly at the furious, almost bestial growls of his subordinates. "And even if our forces provide insufficient, Captain Hrotko and his squad will surely find something with which to meet the enemy. That's a lot of deadly toys they're packing." Clad in heavy riot armor, the enforcer gives you a dignified nod. "My men have never faltered in battle, your lordship. All of them are veterans, capable of clearing out a ship from stem to stern." I see. Well, I appreciate the concern, Heinrich, but you are needed elsewhere. I will get out on my own. "Lord Captain, I will not risk abandoning you in a burning..."
Death to non-believers!
A shot from a needle pistol misses Heinrich's head by a thread, cutting his eho stick in two. A frail young cultist of the blood-spun web appears beside you. "Dominholt, cast off the evil hand. It holds only betrayal and wrongful death. Heinrich Monteg is not human, and he seeks your demise." The Infernus Master pulls the last of the eho stick from his mouth and asks in a low voice, "Have you lost your mind, you damned fanatic?" The Inferni look baffled, but the astonishment soon gives way to righteous indignation as huge, burn-covered fists clench into instruments of murder. But they are not the only instruments. You see hands slip under clothes and curl around weapon grips. Somewhere in the crowd you glimpse the all-too-familiar glint of gunmetal. "Do you have anything to say, Infernus Master?" "Do I... what? Your lordship, do I really have to defend myself after being accused by this? I don't even know who he is. It's me. I've risked life and limb for you in this ship more times than that Groxchender has heard the watch siren." If so, Heinrich, when is it acceptable for the Inferni to carry weapons? Heinrich spits at the feet in frustration. You fanatics are always meddling in the wrong business. First the trick with the bloodbed, and now this. We were so close. The gun leaps into his hand and points at you. A shot rings out. The whistling hits your ears, but the bullet was evidently meant for a young spinner now writhing on the ground. Blasted traitor. Heinrich takes out a new EHO stick, lights it from his cutter, and blows out the smoke with a heavy sigh. Things would be a lot easier if you had just crashed in the elevator, or climbed onto the train. I wish you two could hear the sire's song in your dreams and await the many-armed emperor. But the harvest season has come, and you must be reaped. You must die, so that we may live. I'm sorry, Holt. Farewell. And away he goes. And out drops Trouble. Now, those cutters that one is carrying, there's two of them carrying those are right nasty. And unfortunately, this is what happens. Sucker drops in right behind us. Man, and we've been ambushed. That sucks. Fortunately, we're the first person who gets to move, but we can't move because Idira is in the way. We can't get this thing out of here. Oh, man. If we try to move right now... Wait a minute, hold on. What do we got? Rapid reload stratagem. Overwhelming stratagem. Okay. Spot of apathy. Oh, boy. Unfortunately, that is a 3x3 cell, so we would get Idira in that, and we might not even affect that thing. And we get Inquisitor's Command. Okay, well, that's not going to be helpful. Dang it, I wish we could move this guy. That sucks that we can't. These guys, Infernus fighters, oh, that's bad. Okay. Okay, we need bonuses. Where is the one where all allies in the backline gain cover efficiency and dodge and 22% dodge reduction? We gain cover efficiency. That's not going to help. All allies in the front line gain bonus to armor and all enemies suffer more damage from the source. The front line can be moved using this ability again. We're going to frontline us. For one round, all attacks by allies in the area inflict the overwhelmed effect. Creatures suffer ballistic skill, rate of fire, weapon skill. A creature, what's it say? A creature counts as a melee creature if it has at least one melee weapon. So we have to do this. What I really want to do is move away from this guy, but it's not going to happen. Can I can't put voice of command on myself, can I? No. Okay, let's do, can we make him weaker? Increase all warp damage. We can make him less tough.
I need no guidance.
Okay, that knocked about 200 hit points off of him, which is great. Yeah, I could do Spot of Apathy. This only costs 1. Target is immobilized. Okay. We're going to put it right there, and as things try to walk through here, I think that's going to help. Okay. That could help significantly. I can't get this guy to move, so can I get all these guys to move? Most of them. Like this. Let's do this. I want them all to move into the apathy range. Then we'll just try to kill as many of them as we can. Okay, that's getting close to being able to summon us. 20 momentum, 18 temporary wounds to the wearer and their allies in a 5-cell radius. Let's do that because we're all so close. We're all going to get temporary wounds. Let's see what else we want to do here. I can't fire that anymore. Zone of Fear. All creatures in the area effect must pass a willpower resistance test or immediately move out of the zone even if they are stunned or immobilized. Yeah, but we can't get him out. He physically can't move out of it, so. Warp Curse Unleashed would cost us 2. That would be worthwhile. Or we can give a free turn to someone else like Cabela and hope that she can do some damage. Or even Idira. Can we get Idira to move? We need Idira to move so this thing can get out of the way. Who's going to go next? Cabela's going to go next no matter what. Okay, hold on. We may have a strategy here. Let's try to give a free turn to Idira. Idira, you can't move, can you? Dang it. Yeah, you can't move. Okay. Still, this is okay. You can do a couple different things here. We can buff. We can enfeeble it. And make it... Okay, I like that idea. Increases the target's dodge and parry until the end of combat. I could use that on everybody. That'd be great. Yeah, where it hurts, that's not going to work. Enfeeble is kind of what I want it to do, though. I don't want it hitting... I don't want it getting me. I don't want it getting me or Jai, and it would get both of us. So that's not going to work. Let's do strength on Cabela then, because she's going to go. Let's do that. I can either stack another exploit on there. Well, it doesn't have any exploits on it yet, or I can set it on fire. Let's set it on fire. Okay. Now your turn is done, and now it's Cabela, and then who gets to go? An Infernus Marksman, and then me, and then an Infernus Marksman, and then one who's stunned. When does this Gene Stealer go? The Acolyte Hybrid, Enforcer Rotko, Acolyte Hybrid, Acolyte Hybrid. Where is this thing? When does the Gene Stealer get to go? That's what I need to know. Forceful Gene Stealer gets to go after these two. Okay. Okay, in that case, I need this.
Trust me. There is only
Can you
death,
jump over
yours
here?
or mine?
I need to jump over in this direction. What else do I have? Dance Macabre. Dashes in a straight line for 4 cells, suffering -8 less damage from attacks of opportunity and gaining dodge against enemies they dash through until the next assassin's turn. If the assassin is not dashed through any enemies, they gain cover efficiency. Can I go here?
As honor ordains.
Yes. Okay, great. Let's do blood.
As the tenants demand.
Okay. What else do we want to do? I like that Dance Macabre. That's so awesome. That's why we gave her that item. It was a pair of boots? Or what was it that gives her that ability? This thing. Laughing God's Pendant gives her Dance Macabre. It's just so helpful for her. Okay, Blood Oath. Nope, we don't need that. Oath of Vengeance, it hasn't attacked anyone yet. Raining Blood, no. Exsanguination. It inflicts bleeding on an ally of choice and they gain 21% bonus to dodge and 3% additional MP until the bleeding ends. Idira's gonna go before that Gene Stealer does. And so is Jai, and Jai is right there. I'd like Jai to get out of the way. But let's do this first. Pain Resonance. Yeah. We don't need to do Acrobat. We don't need Where It Hurts. We do want to put Exsanguination probably on Jai. Does this cost anything? 0 AP. You need to get to safety. Okay, now do this.
Trust me. Aim for the heart next time.
Okay. Can we just hit it? 5%. Man, why is that so low? Why is that so low? Okay.
The shadows will soon be done.
Okay, she hit it that time. What about this? 6% is all? Wow, is it because it's got a lot of 95% dodge? Okay. Can she hit it with this dagger?
As the tenants demand.
Nope, it parried her. What's that look like? Parried. Hit roll 52 less than 100. I hit. Its dodge is 81, which is greater than 0, and its parry was 77, which is less than its 94. So it has a really easy chance to parry. Okay, I'm gonna use Dance Macabre again.
As honor ordains.
Oh, that sucks. Okay.
You cannot trick death. It will
I wanted to
claim
get over here
one
and
day.
try to attack these guys. Because I got what? What's this? An Infernus Marksman. I'm going to get behind some cover.
I am your blade and shield.
Only the faithful will ascend.
Gonna shoot your own guy there? Okay, that's not too bad as a result. We can kind of live with that. Holt von Valencius. Oh, buff thyself, brother. Transcend potential. Once per battle, you may choose an ally. The target may immediately use their heroic act without spending momentum. Ooh. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. What do I got here? If I have to move, can I just move one cell over? Now can I move one cell over here and not give an attack of a top opportunity? And now can I do something like this? That might work. I don't like that. That thing gets an AoE on me. That is not good. Okay, so if I want to get out of here, is it going to get an attack of opportunity? That's going to put me in the zone. I don't want to do that. Let's heal. 35 wounds, removes traumas. Can I just move here?
He has done
Nope.
one favor
Damn
to
it.
you. Accept his gift.
Damn it. I hate how this guy drops in right behind you.
Offering of blood.
Oh my god, she's behind cover. Come on. Adira's gonna get rocked too.
They who defend the future on the
Jeez.
battlefield.
Really don't like that. Okay. We established that this thing's pretty powerful last time. Can we make it so it doesn't hit any of our people? No. We'd have to move. We'd have to move substantially. Okay. We can move way over here, or we can move way over here. What happens if we move over here? Can we do this? Yes. Oh, that's 4% to hit our person. What about these losers up here? Okay. Fire it off.
You're my brethren.
Okay. Boost her mobility.
Was that you? Or
Give her some hit
don't
points.
squirm?
Do you think my body was suffering?
I don't have much else that I can do here.
Curse her.
Jai, you gotta get away. Okay, hold on. This thing can actually move now. Give voice of command to Pagos. Air of authority to
You've got a problem.
Pagos.
I've got a prize.
Resolve to
Don't get too
Pagos.
cocky.
Damage to Pagos. Pagos, you now get a free turn.
Tell me, and it is done.
I want you to grab this thing and move it into the zone.
Purpose guided.
Oh, come on. You can't get that thing moved yet? How much does it have? It's got a lot of wounds. 1, 2. Okay, you moved it a little bit. Not enough. I can move this again. Let's move it like that.
Triumph.
Alright, what do we got here? Take and hold. Choose one combat area stratagem. Everybody gets an extra turn with 1 AP and 2 MP. I don't know that that's going to help a whole lot. Pasco. I mean, if we move people away, they're going to get attacked. Target is immobilized. Okay. Can I spot of apathy this guy?
Purpose guides me.
I can. Now the question is, can I get away? Or can I just have Cabela do it?
There is no mercy found in my heart.
That's apathy area, so she has to come over here to do it. Man, don't get rocked by this guy. What are you to hit him now? 35%. I don't want her to lose all her hit points. What else do I have? Gain strength and weapon skill and minus 20 to willpower for 2 turns. Okay, we could use that. Movement points and gain the slash ability. Let's use this.
Fail.
Now how much are we? We're 50% to hit him. Let's try to do this. Executioner, we're going to try to hit this thing. It's the only thing I can think of.
Shadows will see it done.
God, and he parried. He parried because he rolled a 15. He rolled a 14. Oh, man. You get one more shot at this.
As the tenets demand.
God, what did he roll that time? He rolled a 14 again? He rolled a 14 twice in a row? Come on. Okay, but that didn't do what I wanted it to do, which is unfortunate. We wasted where it hurts. Next successful attack is under any damage over time effects. And it was, and that's what we got. Exsanguination. Raining blood. Pain resonance. All enemies suffering from damage over time effects in a 4-cell radius around the executioner immediately suffer an extra instance of damage over time. They must also pass a resistance test or suffer an additional negative effect.
Trust me.
Okay. Alright. Pagos, you're done. There's not much we can do here. Overwhelming strategy. Apply it.
I need no guidance.
Should have done that first. Backline, we need
Ruin beckons.
protection for you. Jai Hedari. Move, move, move. The target can only use movement abilities, heroic acts, or desperate measures during this time. If the target is under the effect Voice of Command, it ignores attacks of opportunity until the end of the officer's turn. Who has Voice of Command? Who did we give Voice of Command to? Did we give it to Pagos? We did. Okay, you can have him move, move, move away. She doesn't have Voice of Command. She does. From Pagos. Okay. Who do we want to move, move, move away then? Let's get Cabela out of here.
For this?
Cabela, you should ignore attacks of opportunity. You should be able to get somewhere that's a little more healthy. That guy over there or over here. Let's go over here. Okay. That was useful. Jai, the only other thing we can do is try to move you.
You're living on the edge.
Okay, what's it got right now? It's got poison and fire. Impact damage with 40. Let's see, what does impact damage do? Type of physical damage. Capable of inflicting blunt force trauma. Okay. Is this thing weak to anything like that? Movement points. Oh my god, it's got so many movement points. Warp burn, toxin, bleeding. Yikes. Okay. It's just a menace. So I can either set him more on fire. Can you throw that up to there? You'd hit your own people with it. That would be bad. You could throw it there and catch him more on fire. Because the impact damage isn't going to get this thing to move. I'd like to move over there. Okay. Encourages an ally who immediately recovers from burning, bleeding, toxin, or stunned effects. They also gain 6 temporary wounds. Unfortunately, this won't help raise me from the dead. So...
Your efforts amuse me.
Oh, it only swung twice. That's kind of great. Oh, yeah, and now you're stuck, which is fantastic. Pascal, can you get out of there now? I would like you to come over here, actually, but I don't want you to get in the way of that fire, so let's do this. I know you're going to take a hit, and that's all right. He's got a bit of work to do. Let's do this. Give you some bonus. Now, you've got... Oh, that guy's 5. 82. Put the bounty on this dude. Alright. Let's grab a bounty. Let's claim it on this loser.
My vow is to insignificant value.
And he gets a free shot, so he hit that guy. That's awesome. What else do I have? Raid. Whenever an ally attacks a target marked as prey, this attack does additional damage and gains the bonuses. Okay. That's good. I like that. Let's keep stacking bonuses on this loser. Because that would be helpful. Is this thing Acolyte Hybrid? Perfect coordination, familiar trap. Weapons, a heavy rock saw. Cult ambush. Okay. In that case, we really need to shoot this thing, don't we? We could do some group damage over here. This thing's so deadly, though. The rock saws are really bad. I'm going to shoot these guys. The rock saws are awful.
Your life is a negligible variable.
Can you shoot this guy up here? 73%. I thought that would be a miss, and it was. That's unfortunate. Okay.
Running binary override.
If somebody manages to kill that loser. Pagos, my man, is there any chance you can move this guy? You need to move him. You need to move all of them back up the stairs. There you go. Now he's stuck there. Can you move him just a little bit further?
I will try.
Nope. Okay. I want to get away from this guy. Is that a burning cell? It's hard to tell. I'm going to move like this and hope I don't die. Okay. Get as many of you people in here as possible.
Purpose guides me.
Now, immolate soul. I get both of you guys.
I will triumph.
Lidless stare. That's helping. Voice of command. Anybody else we can give it to? Adira.
One step closer.
Great. Overwhelming stratagem. We moved it, so I think we have to lay it down back again. Oh, you're over there. You're over there, which is not a lot of use to us. Can we have you run around this way? And get all the way up here on this guy. Oh, that would be great. Yes, please. Kill this loser.
As honor ordains, caught by the wind.
I like that. Okay, Pascal, you get a half a turn. Stack some more on this guy. He's down to 72. Oh man, come on. I don't know if Machine Spirit Banishment will work on these guys, but I was going to try it, but they're too far out of reach, so. Joint analysis, if anybody else wants to do some damage. You have done your thing over there. What do we got over here? Acolyte Hybrid. Yeah, but you're kind of stuck, aren't you? Dance Macabre. Let's leave you there. I don't think those guys can get to us. We could rewind you.
The shadows will see it done.
That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. You took the shortcut all the way around. That's... Adira, you should be able to snook these guys now.
On it.
Thank goodness. That's awesome. Okay. Adira, I'm glad we brought you along. You were wonderful. Wonderful. Adira Talas. Yeah, get behind some cover here. Stack more on this loser. What else you got? Inferno. Hit him. That is frickin' awesome. Oh my gosh. Is your zone of whatever it was, is that gone now? I'm gonna stay here, actually. I'm just gonna buff. Pascal, how far can you shoot? Can you shoot this fool up here? Can you chunk this? That's what we want. Can you put this on him? Yep. Make him walk out here.
Is that my blood?
Yeah. Who else did you think it was going to be? Let's get voice command on
You've got a
Pascal.
problem, I've got a prize.
Put this on
Don't
him.
get too cocky.
Let's move.
I
You.
can do that with the right incentive.
I just want you right
I
there.
bring mercy and retribution.
Okay. I don't think I need anything else from you except for stacking stuff on people, which
Am I
would be
getting
him.
paid for this? Tell me, and it is done.
Great. I can't shoot from that far, so. He decided to move over there? Okay. Pascal, can you see him from here? No. Can you go here? That's through the fire. Go over here.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
He's out of sight, so you can't see him to do that. Okay. Can we walk through here? We should be able to. Alright, I'm just going to leave you there. Let's see. Can you immobilize that character over there? Can you walk up here?
Descend upon the weak.
Yeah, looks like the immobilization thing is done. So let's go over here. Can we just zap him? I can't necessarily do that, can I? Can I move him over here? Okay. Alright. You can hit him with that, can't you?
I will try.
Alright, I like that. Let's zap him twice. Let's zap him twice, and then what else do we want to do with him? Well, we should have done this before. Willpower and toughness. Bye-bye.
Guides me.
Rapid reload stratagem. I don't need that, but I need this.
Ruin beckons.
Should have done that first, too. That's okay. I got nobody else I can do this on. We're done. Kibele, you need to go finish this guy off.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Since Holt got himself killed. Nail this guy.
Let your soul be purged.
Yes, please.
The other side awaits.
Wow.
Now I'm really riled up.
The death cultist is bleeding out, breathing with a barely audible wheeze. You are unharmed, Domin. Temple. The Vizier is waiting. He can help. Let me take you. Heinrich was shooting to kill, and a perfectly aimed shot has torn the young man's lungs to shreds. It is a wonder he has not choked on his own blood already. I wish to know the name of my rescuer. Binner Gyrak. He beams with pride. It is not every day that such a distinguished person takes an interest in his name. I have not yet done my duty. Go to the temple. It is safe there. What do you know about what's happening here? Is this a mutiny? Mutiny, yes. The aberration of the ravenous star. In humans, the Vizier will explain. Trust no one. This was once loyal if prideful. But his mind was poisoned. He's pointing at Herotko's corpse. Takes only one bite to put treachery in the blood. Trust no one. You pick up the cultist blade and say, I'm afraid you are no longer a fighter. Leave the enemies to me. The spinner nods. I will be glad if my weapon. The Daemon cuts the threads of the traitors. It's a ceremonial blade. It's two-handed, 25 to 40. Has a special attack called Ritual Cut. This attack deals double damage, but the target's dodge against the attack is increased. So, take me to the temple. Wow. That gene stealer that jumps down behind you and basically lands in the middle of your group and you cannot easily move it, that thing is usually the demise of me, and it usually causes me to have to replay that mission 1 or 2 times. But we got through it on the first try that time, which is really cool. So, we have to go talk to the Vizier, and we have to level some people up. Folks, we're going to save that for the next episode. You know the drill. If you liked the video, leave questions, comments, and likes. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Plowing through Act 4, Rogue Trader. Fun game. Really fun game. I'll see you next time, everyone. Happy gaming.